What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy Friday Eve. Time for more 2K25. Specifically, it is time for more of the Platinum Tour on TGC Tours. We've made the cut. We're the cut man. Meaning I don't think there was anybody that came in after us. But us finishing our rounds at 20 under pushed the 18 unders to T56, and it is only top 55 and ties that make the weekend. So we were a bit of fortune or unfortune, depending on how you look at things, for a few souls last night. And now we try and see what we can do with it. I mean, it's only a couple of strokes between us and like top 15 kind of area, top 10. So it's pretty tight. If we have a good weekend, make up some strokes, move up the leaderboards. But obviously, we got plenty of work that we're gonna have to do. All right, 3 easy daily quests. Love that. Love that for us. Hey, good evening, RJ. Welcome back. How we doing today? Oh, you know what? Okay, so today we've got new challenges, right? Today we've got new challenges, so maybe we'll warm up with those. No? It said we were gonna have new challenges today. It's saying, though, that the rewards aren't claimed. That must be a bug. That must be a bug that they're gonna give these out again. I mean, I'll take it. That's definitely not right, but I'm more than happy to take free tokens and tools. Miss Cotton Kinetic first time by 1 stroke. Yeah, so you were on the receiving end of like the sort of thing that I did last night to a couple players in Plat. All right, well, if the challenge is... It did say about training challenges, so do you access that from here? These are all training. Did the stuff not release? I'm confused. Because those should be just regular trainings, yeah? A new mode, yeah, I mean, I know that we have... I know that there are challenges. That's like the regular stuff that we've had before. Good evening, Busey. Welcome back. I need to check out what PGA's like website says, because I'm pretty certain... Okay, that's like the regular stuff about... Is it a Seasons Hub thing? Problem is they don't make it like easy to find stuff from like the main navigation. It's like PGA 2K25 challenges? I don't know. This should be. I mean, that's the one showing for Quail Hollow. They never make this stuff easy. Welcome back, John. Good evening. All right, to their Twitter, I guess. To their Twitter. I think it's fine. I still call it Twitter. I don't know if there's anybody else. Probably a lot of people still do. I can't get myself to call it X. All right, so there's the link on there. Let's just make sure that we're reading this right. Let me flip this over. Because I'm sitting here thinking we're supposed to have challenges today. So that's the wear and earn. A new challenges map available. A brand new map is landing this Thursday in the challenges mode. Well, it do be Thursday. It do be Thursday. Head to challenges from the main menu and get your practice in with the training challenges. So I just think it didn't... roll out? Roll out. Roll out. I mean, is there anything people... That's from a couple days ago, so there's nothing that I'm seeing talk about it in the official 2K Discord. Yeah, what up, Whoa? I was lurking earlier, man, for just a little bit. You get some interesting people and stuff. Combinations of people, I guess, is the best way to put it. 2K messed up the challenges and quests. Shocking. Yeah, I know. The funny thing is, I'm not seeing anywhere, at least on their Twitter, anybody talking about it. I don't know if, like, maybe there's something on Reddit. PGA Tour 2K25. I spent ages perfecting a perfectly straight swing. Now I just tried playing online and I'm forced to do a weird fade, which I spent ages moving away from. Love it. Yeah, no one asking about it on there. It's like, I guess the only other thing. Yeah, I gathered that. I gathered that from the comments that were being made. Okay, we do have somebody saying new challenges map dropping when exactly. Okay, yeah, I'm okay. I'm not the only one. This is a very accurate depiction. And okay, on a side note, the Carter 6, man, I was in high school when the Carter 4 came out. Anywho, yeah, okay, well, shared sentiment. And as per usual, radio silence from 2K/HB on the matter. I still think it's hilarious. I know it's not really related to this in particular. I still think it's hilarious that, like, the official PGA Tour 2K Twitter refuses to put out anything patch notes related. It all has to go through content creators. Like, it's like a whisper down the lane thing of, like, people that have an ear to certain devs or team members get the patch notes given to them and then they post it, and that's how it's distributed. As if the game is made for casuals, right? We all know this. The game is geared towards the casual, but we have a dedicated, a very large dedicated group that play it, but we are still a very small minority. Yet somehow the small minority, maybe because of content creators that have a larger reach to some of that casual, are the ones responsible for it. But, like, there is still a whole group of people that just, like, don't have any communication with that. I mean, eventually that stuff does go up on their webpage. It's just a weird way of distributing it. Xbox allowed Forza to come to PlayStation? Really? I didn't hear about that. So now you can play both Forza and Gran Turismo on PlayStation? Time to get a wheel, Sergio? I have a wheel. It is a wheel from probably like 2006 or something. It's got the little 3 dongles for Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. You know, the big three. I tried breaking that. So years ago, I say years ago, this is probably like 7 years ago or something. We tried to break it out for a 24-hour stream. Ah, lag. Lag? Is the lag gone? Okay, thanks. We tried to break it out for a 24-hour stream. We were playing some Need for Speed Underground. Hey, you want to talk about that thing being so overly, like, sensitive? It was incredibly difficult to do anything with it. The rig with the chair on hydraulics that goes with the steering wheel? Oh yeah, like full racer setup. Full racer setup. No, I genuinely think, like, if we had access to a sim rig, that we would spend so much time with it. But it's one of those things that, like, I don't have access to one just to try out. And so because of that, I cannot at all commit. Underswing. Getting lucky. You spent way too much on your rig during COVID years? Yeah, I can't pull the trigger to get anything sim racing, but I know that I would love it. I don't know what I would get into though, because, like, I really like F1, so, like, the F1 games and stuff would be fun. I don't know if I would get into, like, because I have PCs, so, like, I don't know if I would get into like a set of cores or anything like that. I don't know how many of you are familiar, like, I don't know what streamers people are familiar with and whatnot, but I used to watch a little bit of UKOG Monkey, who's now just UKOG. He was a Guitar Hero guy, but he's gotten into, over the past couple of years, into sim racing. Does some of the endurance challenge stuff and all that. Max last weekend? Yeah, he does, like, brilliant things, and then there's stuff like that. I mean, I understand where, like, some of the, like, frustration stems from, because he was 100% in the right, and his team, I think, made a really bad call. It absolutely does not excuse the response or anything, but like, that's just a really painful position for him. There we go. Need for Speed Underground 2. I only had Need for Speed Underground, and then I had, I think, Carbon, and maybe, I don't know if I had another one. I know I had Underground and Carbon. I think I had a couple of the Burnout games. I think that's what I'm maybe mixing in my brain there a little bit. Why are we... I'm 98%ing a lot right now. I gotta just finish that swing. Piastri next GOAT, though? I mean, it's so hard to say because the regulations are gonna change, Sergio. The regulations are gonna change. I mean, Piastri definitely seems very... like, he's just such an even-keeled guy. And that definitely is a benefit. But, you know, new regulations are next year, right? It's 2026. You know, so he can rack some stuff up, but like, you know, are Red Bull gonna bounce back in the new regulations, or is McLaren gonna stay ahead? Is Ferrari gonna... I don't think it matters what the regulations are. Ferrari just mismanages everything in terms of strategy. You know, is somebody else gonna find some early success? I mean, I missed, like, I wasn't into F1 at the time, so like I didn't experience it, but like, you know, from what I understand, like Mercedes got ahead of it early, and then you know, just dominated from there. So we'll see who. You know, as much as I get annoyed with Princess George, like, he shows flashes. Kimmy's young, definitely learning. Like, it'll be interesting to see what they're like next year. It's tough coming in this year with the rookies because, like, they're gonna have such a big change next year after just getting to grips with it by the end of the season. Midnight Club Dove Edition, whoa. Yeah, man. Midnight Club 3 Dove Edition. I used to... I love that game. I love that game. Trick out your ride, riding around. I remember, you know, they had the Invincible, like, boost or whatever. I used to, because I was a kid, I would call it Vince Papali. Because I think the movie Invincible came out, like, right around the time that was out. Who retires first, Max or Lewis? That's actually a really interesting question. I don't know. Because Lewis says he still has the drive. But, like, because if he does, you know, he can be like Alonso and just keep going. I wasn't there for... I wasn't around. Like, I started watching the year after Max and Lewis's big thing. That's when we watched Drive to Survive and started watching it. But I wasn't around for Alonso's, like, villain arc. But I freaking love watching Alonso. Like, it's just when you give that man a, like, good car, he 100% still has it. He 100% still has it. And apparently I have it sometimes too. Oh yeah, I love that game though. Whoa. Keep reading my name as Lobster. Help. I have had many a nickname, and Lobster has been involved. Clobster, Lobster. Yep. People have switched my name up many a time. I like that cut. Sit. This is a lovely car to drive. I know, yeah, when he went through that phase where, like, Aston had actually given them a good car, and by that I mean they had replicated Red Bull for a few weeks, and, like, Alonso was just complimenting everyone left and right and was, like, so lovely. Like, he's still been, but when things go wrong, he's still, like, yeah, right now he's on the unluckiest driver in Formula One kick, which honestly feels pretty accurate. He's been having a terrible string of luck. It's such a conflicting thing because I want to root for Alonso, but I can't in good conscience. root for Lawrence Stroll. At least not while he keeps Lance behind the wheel. Which, like, the injury is maybe a good opportunity. Yeah, we'll see. Because I don't know, like, I don't know anything about Felipe Drugovich. Hey, what's going on, Zach? You miss Sergio? Yeah, it's tough. Like, Checo just, he fell out of that car. I don't know what to do, because I feel like this maybe a little bit off of it. Nah, the 98% is going to hit me in the fairway. Okay. He fell out of it with that car, and, like, obviously nobody's really been able to manage that car outside of Max. I still think Yuki was the right call, like, out the gate. Like, I felt like he always should have been the one to have been given that shot and not Lawson first, but, you know, Helmut Marko, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I mean, there's definitely the chance that he makes a comeback next season, right? We get a new team. What's going on, Bryce? I'm having a good day. How about yourself? Thank you for asking. For hoping. Thanks for hoping. Yeah, good sentence there, Colby. That works. Helmut needs to go? Probably. And, like, I don't know what's gonna happen with Red Bull here. Like, obviously, Aston, is putting their faith in Newey, which rightfully so. Helmut Marko definitely is a bit questionable at best on a fair amount. We'll see. I'm very interested to see, like, how next season goes. This season's been pretty interesting in the fact that, like, McLaren should be just running away with everything, but Max is able to just stick his nose in and be a pest and still win some things, which is honestly quite impressive for what that car seems to be like for anybody else that drives it. Oh, that's a pretty good line. Just took a little bit too much off of it. Max said when Helmut goes, he goes. Could have just been clickbait, though. I mean, maybe, but also, yeah, who knows? Because at the end of the day, Max is still a competitor. And he's gonna go where he thinks he has the best chance, I would think. Let's put it this way. The way that he is, with that car, that he can still extract stuff, I just have a hard time believe he'd be okay going somewhere else. English is hard. It is hard. And the worst part is it's my first language and still have struggles with it. Yeah, what's going on, Lindsay? I saw you on the TrueSim leaderboard, which actually then made me realize that you've been on the TrueSim leaderboard for a couple of weeks now, which makes me happy. You getting closer to wanting to qualify? Always good to see you, man. Should just go to NASCAR, rubbing his race stick. He would get so bored driving ovals and tri-ovals. Yeah, there's just way less opportunity for the clever overtakes and stuff. And again, I think for people like him, it's like, that is the highest, right? I mean, for most, yeah, F1 is the pinnacle of motorsport. Underswing and push. Giving you that buzz so far? Can't putt, but lots to work on. Yeah, the putting is just an educated guesswork system. It's put it as close as possible and then just try and make an educated guess. I'm doing well, though. I'm doing well. I also can't putt, but I can't putt with grids on. Fatseps, thank you for the follow. Fixture water lines in the house. Part show Freeways Cars, so you put that together Saturday and Sunday? Is your first golf match ever? 3-man scramble with like 30 people from work? That's fun. That's fun. I've never played. I don't think it would be a good time for me at this point doing like any sort of competitive golf thing, but I feel like if I was playing frequently, I would definitely enjoy that. I'm at that point where like I haven't actually played yet, and so I'm just nervous that when I go out and play, I'm going to not have a swing at all, and it's just going to not be a fun time. But we're gonna try and make the most of it, stay in a positive light. Hopefully, just get off the first tee with a good shot and kind of get into things. So rough subject there, Lindsay. I tied and lost on countback. So throughout the tournament, especially in round 2, we had quite a bit of stuff that like we should have made and just missed. Or like some putts that it was like some makeable putts that I missed. Some where it was like I was in a good position with a pitch shot and then just managed to completely like leave myself a bad shot from there, you know? Good distance, I just misjudged the lie. You know those ones where you like think that you got it and then you leave yourself like an 8-footer and then miss that? So we had a handful of those. Putts similar to that like ended just on the other side, that sort of thing. So I played an incredible round 3, and what's worse is I left strokes out there on the front 9. Yeah, I'm gonna blame round 2 as a whole, but definitely could have gotten the job done. We shot 15 under in round 3 and left strokes out there. I hit 4 eagles on the front 9. That was the thing that put me back into contention. We took the lead in round 3, but he shot 13 in round 4 and I shot 12. It is what it is. We're putting ourselves there. Yeah. I think it's just one of those things, like, we just gotta keep keep banging at the door and eventually it'll happen. Kind of like our hole outs and stuff, like just keep peppering the hole and eventually one will go in it. Been feeling like that, Bryce? Yeah, I mean, I think once the initial nerves are out, you'll be good. But yeah, so like we had like a really horrendous round 3 in the major, which I should have. I say I should have won the way that I played the rest of that. You know, we've been coming close. This is the closest that we've come because we lose on countback. Yeah, so we've been playing well. We're loading up on second places again. Eventually, we're gonna break through. I would think. I gotta try and put the positive spin on it. Not spam, but you're my biggest fan, Logan. That's pretty cool. That's pretty coal. Play in real life, I do. Not well, and not a lot. But I do play in real life. I'm a 26-6 handicap. Played for about 4 years, and I've got about 30 career rounds, so... Not the greatest combo of things. Yeah, definitely wish I could play more. I think we're gonna choke a 4-iron here with the fade. Alright, we hit quads, we're turning it over, it's still pretty straight, it's left to right on the green. It didn't get quite enough to the right early, and so naturally we're gonna brother man build this one. Be up on top of the hill. Up da 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 da. A brother man on the top of the hill. Da 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 da. Brother man. That did not turn really good on the distance control. Just didn't turn for me. Great this game and at making shorts. I appreciate that, Logan. Yeah, this is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. All the clips, or I would say about 95% of the shorts are from shots during stream. What's going on, Spadge? Hello from Scotland. Can you join? So actually, in a little bit here, kind of on the early side with it. In a little bit here, probably in the next 30 to 40, yeah, probably in the next 30 to 45 minutes, we're gonna play the 2K Ranked Tours daily, the Master Daily, and anybody is welcome to join us for that. Okay, this is gonna come out clean. I just need to let the wind take this left and stay away from the water. I say leave ourselves a putt. This is a short chip. It'll work. Yeah, what's going on, Linkster? How have you been, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Ooh. Okay, cook that one a little bit. I must have just been, I mean, I was 2% over, but that must have been the wrong read to begin with. And now I go underswing. Nice. Nice. I am atrocious. Atrocious when it comes to the chip. Gotta go, you'll be back? Alright, sounds good, Logan. Slowly figuring out the game, you must be getting old. Hey, but progress is progress. Has it been the diagonal swing that's been the main thing for you, or what? No flop cheese fat steps. Well, I should, right? But it's opposite and I suck at it. As a draw bias, I'm like completely screwed by that being the other direction. Which is certainly less than ideal. The lie beat out the wind. The lie beat out the wind big time. That works though. About to start your handicap, and you'll probably be around 20 to 30 as well when it's all said and done. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, when I started, I think I was outside of what the handicap system even goes to. But you keep at it. Keep getting better. I mean, that's ultimately the goal of it all. Just had a bad qualifier, a few respect. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I managed to... It's interesting because like I got into plat in the qualifier, but I definitely didn't have my best stuff. Like everything started to click a little bit more. Not necessarily, I guess input wise it clicked a little bit more, but I've also been getting better at some of the different reads because like choke shots and things like that, you know, the trajectory is a little bit different. And once we figured that stuff out, like our hole-out game at least has been way better. My big downfall is that like I've always sucked at putting and now putting is harder. And like my short game just in general is quite bad. Tee to green, really good. But if I miss the green, like my chipping's not great. Them shortening the pitches has helped a little bit, but I still don't fully have those numbers down. I'm gonna take a little bit off of this. Qualified into CCB. You're in Kinetic now with 2 promos. Qualified for the American Open, and you may win Kinetic this week. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's the type of trending. Like, when you're playing to that level, that should, in theory, like, so long as you obviously keep that up, I mean, that's the kind of momentum that puts you immediately competing in a, like, upper elite. Like, it's kind of, you see the same thing. It's a little bit different in this game because of some of the difficulty differences, you know, with vibration and all of that from CC to Kinetic. But a lot of times, the people that are in, like, you know, you're winning CC or your upper CC and your qualify everything, like, you're immediately going to be competing into the top of Kinetic, and in a couple weeks probably be at least elite. You know, unless something switches off, or there's certain difficulty things that are actually, you know, a weakness of yours that maybe you didn't see as much in lower levels of play. Well, and with that, right, like, Kinetic with 2 promos might win it, should be an elite, and if you make the cut in the American Open next week, like, you could just slingshot yourself straight up into plat. Not that anybody wants that. Are you prepared for legend? I guess is the question. May skip plat for the pain. That's all it is. We're just here to inflict pain on ourselves. Oh, skip elite for the pain. Oh, just go straight to plat. Well, I guess if you play the American Open, well, I guess American Open takes place instead of elite for you that week, so it's not like you can play. It's not like you can play plat and then. Let's just hop into this. It's not like you can play plat and then, you know, be like, oh, you know what? I'll play elite now because your elite doesn't count that week. Almost made in the last one, missed the cup I won. It's tough up here, man. It's definitely tough. I mean, always has been, right? Always has been. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how Oakmont plays next week. Because putting is not a strong suit of mine, so I'm going to have to find ways to make my approach game really get it in close. Because with putting and short game being a weakness, like, the American Open might just rip me a new one. Oh, the lag. Like, I'm in this game off stream? No. No. Most of my playtime is on stream. Every once in a while I get a little bit of time off stream to do something with this, but most time off stream is just spent with my wife and kid. Get a little bit left. Of course, we fringed it. Very good at finding the fringe. Really quite good at it. But yeah, so I don't have a ton of time. If I did, I'd record more YouTube videos and stuff, but we do what we can. We do what we can. So all of the, all of my content is pretty much streams and shorts, because shorts I can make from clips from the stream, and it doesn't take me a ton of time. I can do that over my lunch break. Recording and editing like full videos is way more work. Got an earlier flight from San Fran and back home 8 hours earlier than planned. Get in there, Suno. Welcome back for 3 streams in a row. Love it when a travel day goes better than expected. Love that, love that, love that. Okay, wants to go a little bit left, but right will get it out, and we've got slope. I close this one. It's gonna find fringe. Oh, it's gonna find fairway. All right, what do we got here? %56%. Okay, so that's I said it yesterday. I need to learn like a different grip or something, because that is something that we keep having happen to us. And I just gotta learn a different grip so that we cannot miss our contact and everything as much, and then like hitting that 1% is so hard. So difficult to do. Where did I get it? You know what? Somebody asked me that the other night, and I honestly don't know. It has to be something pretty straightforward because I don't buy anything. Like, I collect clothing, and my wife puts it on my characters. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. So I don't know if it's from career mode or if it was like a season 1 clubhouse pass. Right over the bunker. Little power drive. Okay, let's see here. 149. Probably playing like 11 or 12. 10 or 11. It's choked down. 7 and then 9 yards of bounce and roll out. Give it just a touch. It's gonna be low, but wind is still gonna take it right. A little bit more. Didn't turn over as much to the right. That was interesting. It like took that first hop and I guess was uphill enough. It just kind of came to a little bit of a stop. %55. Okay, it was just an overread. It was just an overread. I thought that there was a chance that I was given a little bit much. The way it came out, felt like I hit it too firm, but it was just the read. Try to get an ace, Kira? I'll try to. I'll try to. We got one last night. We hit ace number 6 last night, but I'll try and get another one. We're always trying for him. Not easy to get, though. Five is the flight was supposed to leave at 8:30 a.m., but it got delayed until 11:15 a.m., and there were plenty of seats available. Jumped into a lift at 9:30, got confirmed in the flight over the phone, got to the gate when it was boarding. I think my sister had something similar. Was it her or somebody else? Somebody I know recently, like, was supposed to get on a flight, but then they had a seat available and they were able to go early and get on the flight and get home much earlier than expected, which is pretty nice. It's more the chaos of actually like getting to the airport. You know, I gave you a $15 food voucher. Just wins all around. Just wins all around. Keep having to collect your rewards, BC. Yeah, I think that's a bug that basically is just giving people infinite of those items. Honestly surprised that they haven't addressed it, because that feels like something they wouldn't exactly want to stick around. I drifted quite a bit right. I would have loved to have been right below the hole because I felt like that putt was going to be pretty straight up the hill. 57 would have been low, or I mean, would have been high, I think. Yeah, hitting those percentages is not easy. Get some long bunker shot practice in. All right, take it easy. Take it easy, man. Thank you for the luck. I will need it. Rounds 3 and 4, we gotta make the most of. If I splash it, that's a lot of runway. I feel like if I pick it though, it's dangerous, so I would rather this in the hopes that we can get somewhere close. 90%, nice, 5% overswing, good job. Good job, love that. All right, 83%. How bad is this one gonna go? % underswing. Those partial percentages are something that are very much so lacking in my game. What's going on, Liam? Should 1v1 PGA it? I mean, I don't really 1v1 anybody unless we're like playing in some sort of match play tournament. Which, to be honest, I haven't played in a match play tournament in a hot minute because the logistics of match play tournaments is hard for me. I don't have a ton of time, so always makes it hard to schedule, especially because it's international most times. Ooh, that's got to be a layup. Yeah, like we have such a good regular swing grip. I fear that changing grips for putting in short game is going to be problematic, but like, what else am I to do about it? You know? I'm gonna try and lay it out to the right here. This feels like the best angle to approach this pin from. It's a really nice kick. It's a really nice kick. What's going on, Smithers? Well, we haven't started plat for today yet, so we're still sitting 20 under through 2. Yeah, we're swinging pretty well. Just kind of always that question of how are we going to do it, yeah, under the lights, so to speak. %51%. Okay. Just a little bit under Reddit. Richie Rich, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, we're getting warmed up right now. Doing a couple of career mode rounds. We're at the end of this season in career mode, so quad perfect power drive. Oh, it rolled the fringe too much. Trying not to be in the water, so. No, Platt is at Barron Dunes this week. Next week is the major. And they're actually going to play Oakmont next week, so I would imagine that means we're going to get a lot of firms, like very firm and like slick greens and stuff. It is going to be treacherous. Treacherous, to say the least. %71%. That's it. I guess because it's downhill. It's too much? No, it's not. Low. Ooh. It's a great read. Caught the green instead. Yeah, if it's like just like a foot left where it's not riding that fringe, you get a decent release down towards the hole. Yeah, you know the swing feels good when you can just kind of comfortably unload on power drives. 23 Velcro fringe. Yeah. The Velcro fringe is always something special. It's always hard to tell if the wind is going to do any sort of turning the ball back or not. %59%. Under? Well, it's 58. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I might have some time this weekend. To which we're not gonna... Probably not gonna make content, but I might actually sit down if I have time this weekend and try and do some putting practice. Because I gotta figure something out. What I'm doing right now has too much inconsistency between swings. Like every swing is just a little bit too much different. I thought about aiming it a little bit more left, but I was concerned with it being a choked shot that we were maybe gonna not take that wind as much, and I didn't want to be on that ridge left and then, you know, missing it even further away. %54%. Oh, 57. So it'll be stuff like that, and I think it's something with the way that the weight is. Like, if you miss it high side, I feel like you can miss 1% over. I feel like a lot of times when I miss over, I miss, like, by 3% on the top side. I gotta get a little bit better with some of those reference points. Oh, that's gonna be a big... Oh! I say it's gonna be a big bounce because it's the fairway. I wasn't expecting it to bounce that direction. I thought we were gonna kick left. Okay, I want to try this. Because I think what happens here is we should have enough pace to get through the fringe, but I gotta give it enough pace to get out of this rough at the start, and I think that's probably the biggest kicker of all of this. Yeah, there we go. Little light rough putt. The light rough gives smaller points. That would make sense if it does. I didn't really pay attention to it, but being that it's a shot from not the fairway or fringe, there probably is a small penalty to it. Not as much, I think, as like from the heavy rough, of course. But yeah, that would definitely make sense. How do we want to do this? What's going on, Colin? I do. Not as much as I'd like to, but yeah, I try and get out. All right, I'm gonna give it a little bit extra. I closed the face. Might not be the worst thing. Get up and over this ridge, and then release down. That's gonna at least leave us with a decent look at it. I'm a 26-6. I think is where my handicap lies. I've just started to break 100 more consistently. I have 193 to my name. But yeah, right around 100 is where I was playing at the end of last season. That being said, I haven't played in like probably 9 months. Been to the range, but I've moved where it's colder, so I don't have as much good weather. This spring has been so wet. So I'm getting out to play next Friday if the weather holds up. So we'll see how that goes. All right, 51%. Nice. Love that. Look at that. Perfects on the swing path and the contact. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, just a reminder. When we finish this round, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be doing the 2K Ranked Tours Daily Master. So anybody that wants to play that, be prepared. We're going to be starting that shortly, but anybody is welcome to join. There is no limitation. And then just release on down there. Landed that in the rough. Hit it 100% or 98% instead of 100. Really want this game? Have you played the demo? It's got you fiending for it. All right, 62%. Let's see how this read is. Oh. I think because of how much break there is at the end, that's what puts it a little bit low and short. Yeah, what up, Jeff? Appreciate that, man. Shot 83 last week? Oh, man. I can only imagine what that's like. I am from the US, yeah. Originally a Philly burbs kid. Now I just live in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. Ooh, this is gonna be one of those ones that you hit and it bounces and it rolls and it, yeah. I don't know that we're going to get anywhere close, to be fair, but... trying to bounce it down there. So I definitely can't land this on the green and get it close, so... best bet is trying to get it out of the fairway. Always pop on your shorts. Really helps you out on the For You page. That's what I like to hear. The algorithm working for me. Love that. Love that. Casting the wide net and catching fish. Oh, that's a close one. Yeah, what's going on, Johnny? Came to play tonight? Yeah. Well, it's also that weather. It was like high 80s today, so I'm wearing a golf outfit just as like a casual outfit because it's so breathable, you know? Get the golf shorts and the golf polo. All about that comfort. All about that comfort. Oh, just a little bit off on the reed left. Nice kick, little right, though. Favorite quotes you heard about golf? It's the only sport you pay to play the least amount you can. And you gotta pay to practice too. So you can play it even less. Although I don't know, tennis definitely doesn't have the price gatekeeping, but you're definitely trying to play that as little as possible too. Just as a little bit of a comparison. But you're only paying for that if you've got like a tennis club. Otherwise you just have like your local tennis courts and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess I wish I could play golf less. Yeah, but in the sense that meant that I was actually playing golf in the first place. And then when I am, you know, just play less. Okay, there I made the adjustment to not aim it extra to the right because it's uphill so much, because I've been missing left of target on those right to left winds. Up and in. Up and in. All right. Solid little 15. Love that. All right. So like I said, we're going to hop into the 2K Ranked Tours Daily Master. So if anybody wants to join in, I will grab the room code and I will put that into the chats. A couple of, you know, the normal reminders. We are streaming on YouTube and Twitch. We've got horizontal and vertical. So if you're watching vertical and you wanna watch it horizontal, we've got that on both YouTube and Twitch. Pick your poison or stay put. Whatever you prefer. Man of the people, you know, meet them where they're at. Meet them where they're at. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, drop a like on the stream. It helps me out. If you're liking it, I don't want to peer pressure anybody to do something they don't want to. You know, that helps me. And you can drop a like, drop a sub, drop a follow, you know, all those things. If you want to come back here. Thoughts? I really do need to get better at like this whole like self-promotion bit, because I feel like it's very long-winded and people are like, okay, yeah, dude, I get it. I'm a wedge wizard. Yeah, you're a wedge wizard, Harry. Yeah. I said it. It's too late. Can't take it back. Can't take it back. All right, loading screen. Any day now. Troy, can I just put you on silent? Am I able to just turn the vibration off this cell phone? That'd be nice. We're almost at the 100 wins. We're almost at the 100 wins on career mode. So many wins. Or 60 wins, not 100 wins. We're almost at the 60 wins. Can you imagine them forcing you to do 100 wins? 60 is already a lot. 60 is already so many. So many. Okay. So Daily Master, we're playing at Salem Creek CC. I'm going to create a room here. We're going to put the codes into the chats. And then, yeah, if anybody wants to join, more than welcome to. What we do here is when we've got to roll ads for Twitch to disable the pre-rolls, we take a break. We take a quick little 3-minute break. Nobody misses any gameplay, any conversation. You know, it's just put a little pause on the stream. So go grab a snack, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do. I don't care. You got 3 minutes to do it. All right. I'll see you in just a few. Thanks for being here. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, I'm going to leave this open for another minute or so. If anybody wants to join in for the 2K Ranked Tours Daily Master, anybody is more than welcome to join in. There's no, you know, skill requirement or anything. Anybody that wants to play, more than welcome. Ever play against fans online? Not really. Normally we'll do this, where we have that anybody can join and play with for the Ranked Tours, and then sometimes if we have time, we'll play some ranked duos with people from the stream. If there's anybody that wants to jump on, I typically don't just go and try and play against people from the stream. Could we? Sure, but that hasn't really been, I guess, anything requested other than the person that's like 1v1 me, bro. You know what I mean? I haven't really had it where it's like, you know, it would be really cool if you played against your viewers. It's more of like always somebody that's coming in like, I'm better than this guy. I wanna I wanna play against you. Beat you. Okay, man. I've got a general schedule, and it normally doesn't involve 1v1 me, bro. Wasn't paying attention when you opened the lobby? Yeah, I mean, if you want to get in, Jeff, let me know. I'll hold the lobby. Otherwise, I'll back out of here and play it solo. Medium, firm, medium, fast. Right, everything looks like we've been having some luck now. I don't know if it's, I'm guessing that Comcast has yes, Comcast, whatever they did is fixing things, because it seems like we've been steady on all stream fronts for a few days now, which is great. All right. Well, if we're not gonna get anybody, that's okay. We'll play the Ranked Tour solo tonight. I know it's Thursday. It's later in the week, so this is the part of the week where maybe people are winding down a little bit. What did I say? Medium, firm. Medium fast? Okay. Not the most crazy conditions that we've ever had for Ranked Tours. Definitely not. Alrighty. I don't think... Well, that's like 160. Yeah, this will be okay. I say we don't want to get like crazy far down there. But I want to get down there enough that we can have a wedge in hand. Because this is going to be probably pretty nice. I mean, I think you gotta factor in something like this with the moderates. I mean, it's gonna go back over into the wind a little bit. Not a ton. Okay. See, I was expecting a little bit of rollout. I was expecting a little bit of rollout on it. Alright, all the break is early. What I need to do when I play, I know that the vibration can throw me off. I need to feel the vibration to get better at the visualization of these points, or at least use it as a refresher. Oh, that's gonna be just left of the hole. Oh, ho, ho. I mean, if I'm online, I'm leaving it short by an inch. But yeah, I gotta use the vibration as a learning tool and not an aid. It's kind of the same thing like I've used in the past. I haven't done it in a long time, but it's definitely a tip that I'll give people. Is play with putt previews when you're trying to get better at putt reads. Don't like rely on it. Make a read. Visualize the putt, run the putt preview, and see which parts of the putt broke. Yeah, if you got the read wrong, what parts broke differently than you anticipated. Alright, I gave it a little bit more juice. I felt like... Come on. I felt like the 4-iron with a little squeeze was what we needed, because if I try and hit hybrid in there, the choked hybrid is carrying definitely way too far. Alright, come on. These are the ones we gotta make. 52. That's a rhythm. So that's me. That right there is me reacting. I'm trying not to, because I'm trying to gauge where the vibration is, but that's reacting to the vibration because I pause at the top. So like I'm trying to use that as like the visual reference to like learn or to like reinforce where our 52% is thereabouts. But make a mistake with it. But we at least know where it's coming from, right? Like, won't get left. Oh, that's close. That was a good one. Hey, what's going on, Ineffable? Thank you, thank you. I know I missed the putt, but we're just kind of using the using this as a little bit of a warm-up. I think we have to go like a choked fade. Go out here and kick it down to the right. I think that's the way to do this. Because it's going to be firm, but it should be further to the right than it is forward. There we go. Just needed to make sure that we weren't going to be rolling it all the way down there. A little below the feet. A little below the feet, uphill and wind. I want to be a little bit right for the bounce. I'm gonna land like 4 yards short. I think that should be okay. Now give me the left kick. There you go. Beautiful. Still under, not water. Not underwater is, yeah. Not underwater is also good. But this is long. Yeah, because this is one where it's like, if I carry it to 11, like I'm not getting 26 yards of bounce and roll out, especially up that hill. 223, that's 14 yards. I'd rather this. I'd rather take the hybrid and like be a little bit. I'm trying not to flirt with it too much, so I'm trying to be right. I closed it. Dang it. We had been so good. Now we're gonna take the ridge left. Well, we were close. We were close. 75%. Well, we'll see how this goes. 75% is there. We'll take one from downtown. We'll take one from downtown. Little 40-footer. Love that. Load that. Alright, I'm going power drive. It is wide open spaces. Let's see here. Way below, or way above the feet. This thing's gonna wanna start left and be turning over left. I kind of have to fade it out against that, which means that it's gonna start even more left. I'm gonna go out here. And then we're just gonna kind of hope for the best. There's the cut. Okay, I could have... It had enough cut that I could have actually played it where I originally was aimed. I moved it more to the right, thinking it would maybe not turn back over as much as I wanted to. What's this game called? This is PGA Tour 2K25. Came out at the end of February this year. %. It's over. Freaking. Man. Trying not to react to the vibration, but it's really hard to turn that off. Like mentally. I don't want to just turn the vibration off in total, because that means I have to just like turn it off for the controller, which I don't want to do. Nice. Yeah, because like so what I'm trying to do, Ineffable, is I'm trying to use the vibration being on as a tool. Like I'm trying to remind myself of what the power looks like visually, but I'm running into the issue of when I go to actually take the swing, I'm reacting to it. Even though I'm, like, on the underswings, I'm definitely reacting to it. On the overswings, I can tell that I'm, like, holding on, like, way, way longer than I ever should be. Oh, I thought that lie was gonna... I guess because it's an 8-iron, it doesn't go as much. I thought that lie was going to destroy us, so I tried to play it accordingly. Look into it. You love golf? Yeah, I mean, try out the first look. They've got a free demo. They've got a free demo if you're interested in trying it out before buying. I try and underswing this. Just, I guess because it's a pitch at that distance, you just can't get the spin on it. Chip doesn't feel like the right play there, because I feel like that's gonna, but maybe it is because it's meant for that short a distance. Hmm. %57 is gonna be back. Nice. What up, D-Money? How long does it take to build a decent golfer? It doesn't take... To make a decent golfer, it doesn't take the craziest amount of time. I mean, a lot of it depends on how fast you play. Like, I play slowly. So, like, my perception of time in this game is a little bit skewed. Because it takes me, like, I take a while to, like, line up shots and whatnot. To get a decent golfer, not crazy long. To get a max level golfer takes a lot longer. Because I would say you can get your, like, main stats up that you really care about in a reasonable amount of time, and then once you have that first character up to level 90, then you can create new characters, and it doesn't require as much because there's a rebirth process. So, you know, they give you enough points to go up to like an 80 overall or something right away. But you should see some people play this game at Effable. There are some people who play virtual golf games very swiftly. Very swiftly. You can't transfer clubs? Oh, you're saying like the actual like upgraded clubs, because the clubs are definitely transferred in terms of you have them unlocked, but yeah, you can transfer like the upgrades and everything. Yeah, that part's super grindy. Super grindy.